Hey, what's going on, you all? Happy Saturday. I wanted to make this video to share with you some insights on top 3 stock picks that I feel can add so much value heading into 2021. Now, before I begin, I'd like to inform you that all of the information I'll be sharing with you should be used as guidance information only, and anytime when you do consider making an investment, please do your own research. Let's get started. Now, first ticker I wanted to share with you is INO. The company name is Inovio Pharmaceuticals. Now, INO is working on about 15 DNA immunotherapy vaccines intended to be used for diseases related to HPV, oncology, and even the COVID-19, including MERS, Zika virus, etc. Now, what we know is that with its HPV program, the company has vaccines that are currently in phase 3 clinical trials for the VGX, as well as 2 different variants vaccines for HPV in phase 2 clinical trials. So as you can see, of the 15 vaccines, there's one HPV related vaccine that's actually in phase 3 clinical trials. Now, for oncology, such as for glioblastoma related problems, the company has vaccines that is in phase 2 clinical trials. Now, with the MERS INO 4700, that is the vaccine where INO 4800 is a derivative to, and that is actually in phase 2 clinical trials, while we know INO 4800 is in phase 2 clinical trials. So you see, there's just so much progress going on right now, and the fact that we received news on Christmas Eve that INO 4800 was published in the Lancet's eClinical Medicine website, that just shows that there's proof that INO 4800 is safe, immunogenic, and it's effective with the 38 patients that were injected with the INO 4800. And what I know is that 100% of all patients tested with the INO 4800 vaccine demonstrated effectiveness. So that just tells you right there that INO 4800 does work, and that's why I feel like with the phase 2 clinical trial results, we shall see similar results, as well as making headway into phase 3 clinical trials. But from my perspective, I feel like with the heightened demand for vaccines right now, I feel like DNA vaccines will likely receive emergency use authorization come Q1 of 2021, just similar to the Wave 1 manufacturers, where the 2 companies received EUA, Pfizer and Moderna. Now, I'm sure that Inovio Pharmaceuticals will likely get EUA if and when phase 2 clinical trial results show positive results. And we know that in China and in South Korea, we shall be hearing news coming out very soon, and it's just a matter of time. We know that the company has already established partnerships with various companies, including suppliers, to support with contract manufacturing its design construct of the INO 4800. So the company is working in parallel while awaiting for all systems go green light from, let's say, the Food and Drug Administration. But perhaps we shall hear some EUAs coming out from international countries such as South Korea, China, and other areas of the world. Now, let's hold on tight, because I firmly believe from a share price perspective, this company can definitely hover up into the prior resistance value, where it can gap up to the $30 to $50 range before it starts trending up even more come second half of the year of 2021. But first half of the year of 2021, I'm a firm believer that it will reach its prior resistance, getting back up to the mid 30 range once implementation kicks in. And what we know is that the company is also going to be working with AstraZeneca with support from DARPA and the Department of Defense, where it'll be developing monoclonal antibodies using Inovio's DMAb technology, including AstraZeneca's proprietary technology. So as you can see, there will be more drugs being developed in preclinical trials, but right now INO 4800 is the solution that's currently in phase 2, and I'm very positive knowing that INO 4800 will work, and we need to have more different kinds of vaccine insights out there so that the humanity can choose from. Now, the next ticker I wanted to share with you is quantum computing by the ticker QUBT. Now, why do I like this company so much, right? Well, we know that Congress had discussed about injecting the economy with 10 billion stimulus to support artificial intelligence and cloud computing for quantum computing. So that just tells you that there's an increased demand for having technology be operation paperless, and I'm a firm believer that this technology will take off because it's sort of a disruptive type technology similar to Bitcoin. Now, from a share price perspective, this ticker was hovering at the $4 previously, and it shot all the way up to $25 within 2 weeks, and now it's regressed back down to the low $11, $10. However, I feel like accumulation has happened in the prior week, and it shall shoot back up to $30 to $50 share price range with QUBT. And this ticker is actually in the OTC market, so it isn't being traded in like a central market at this time. That's why the volume is low, but I do feel like it can start trending in the right direction with increased volume from shareholders now that it knows that this company is a disruptive company that is a breakthrough in technology. Now, the next ticker I wanted to share with you is Emerald Bioscience by the ticker EMBI. This is a hidden gem company based out in San Diego and Long Beach, where it is working on a medication that is intended to be used for glaucoma patients. And what's interesting is that the company plans on initiating clinical trials in 2021 in Q3, where it does already have like clinical trials taking place in Australia to evaluate the safety and efficacy of its drug product. Now, we know that what it's working on, this type of technology has been known since the 1960s. Now, the only difference is that it's trying to change the mode of delivery where you can get the medication into the eye. So by adding amino acids to the known drug, where you add valine and other amino acids, then it allows for the medication to bind with innate receptors in your eyes to ultimately reduce the intraocular pressure and thus prevent vision eye loss in patients that are dealing with glaucoma. And this is a breakthrough technology that I feel can definitely add value for the 3 million impacted glaucoma patients, and hopefully we can put a stop to glaucoma. Now, from a share price standpoint, the fact that this share price was hovering in the whole dollar value about a year and a half ago, I feel like the company's share price can trend up in the right direction where it can break through the whole dollar value. Now, about 3 weeks ago, the share price was hovering about 3 cents, and currently it's been tapping into like the 6 cents. So that's about 100% positive proceed gains, and I do feel like it's trending up in the right direction. So if you're bold enough and if you take a risk like how I am, then you can potentially gain on positive proceeds with the small hidden gem company like EMBI. And I hope that these 3 tickers that I'm sharing with you can add value to your investment portfolio, because these are the 3 tickers that I'm invested in as well. And if you invest in these companies, then I'm sure you can potentially win, and we all can win and celebrate together. So overall, I just wanted to make this video to give you some insights on my top 3 stocks that I'm invested in, and I hope that you all believe and have faith in these tickers, because I'm bold in these 3 stocks and I'm taking that risk and I'm letting it ride out up through 2021, and let's see what the positive proceeds will be, but I'm sure it's going to be significant gains. So overall, just want to say thank you for supporting and watching this video, and if you have any questions, comments, please leave it down below, and I'd love to respond to any questions that you have. So overall, have a great weekend all, and let's gain on positive proceeds next week. Have a good day, y'all.